Greetings and salutations, friends. I am New Mithrander, and since we were coming to Celia anyway, I thought I might pay a visit to Sage Gallery, who conspicuously vanished after we gave Millicent the gold needle he repaired.
Ah, welcome, welcome. How may I help?
You can teach me how to perform the pest thread spell.
Do you have an interest in rot incantations? Then you might like to learn something of the history of Melania, goddess of scarlet rot.
I would indeed be interested in her history. And I also gave Millicent a prosthetic arm, just like the one Melania possesses.
So, you gave Millicent a golden arm replacement. This is a wonderful development. Thank you for your kindness. Now, Millicent may fully realize her true warrior's potential, like her beautiful mother.
What do you know of her origin?
The girl, Millicent, she is a bud, green and undeveloped, waiting to flower into magnificence. What a wondrous day that will be. In truth, before her, I'd never seen a bud of such superior quality. She might very well outshine her sisters.
So you know of her and her sisters, do you? And when you speak of budding, do you mean in the same manner that Melania blossomed? The blossoming that brought death and disease to all of Caelid and left it this foul, fetid swamp? Is that what you mean, Gowry? Would you see Millicent become another catastrophe as her mother was?
Queen Marika and her king consort Radagon were blessed with twin demigods, and Melania was one of them. She was born an Empyrean carrying the Scarlet Rod. An Empyrean is no mere demigod. In the age of the Elden Ring and Queen Marika, the precious Empyrean was born, a new god to forge a new order. Since Melania fought Radahn, and the great scarlet flower blossomed in Aeonia, I have dedicated myself to her, and to the resplendence of the Order of Rot, the cycle of decay and rebirth.
I see. So you really do wish for Millicent to become a catastrophe as Melania was to Caelid. One day I will slay you if I can. For there is naught but evil in your intent, and an evil that Melania herself has maligned.
Do you need me for something else?
No, no longer. But I cannot slay you yet. I know that if I try, he will escape me. He'll elude my grasp, protected by some foul sorcery, and replacing the man you see there with a pest creature. Alas, I cannot slay him yet. No. Now all I can do is carry on with Millicent see her adventure to its close, bitter though it shall likely be. And in the meanwhile, I shall pursue Lusat. Rather conspicuous, aren't you? So I thought I was safe from that, but apparently not. Okay. I wanted to go for a backstab, but that's not working out. Ooh. You've got a lot of poise. Oy. That went rather badly, I must admit. Beast blood. And right behind you, we have an interesting looking selection of stone. And lo and behold, a hidden wall leading to the Celia hideaway. And a site of grace, conspicuous enough as well. Here we may find Lusat. But there is a fair bit of cave to get through before we find the man himself. Somber 3. Just from the first enemy down here. Granted, I can buy an infinite stock of Somber 3 now. But still, every little bit helps. I certainly don't mind if you lot feel generous. Now I can hear additional mining work. Very cheeky of them to leave not one, but two false walls in here. Yep, then make that 3. Yep, something screeched at me. Oh, that sounds... Yep, that sounds unpleasantly like... Yeah, an immortal revenant. Not immortal, royal revenant, I believe the phrase is. I have no idea why your spell went errant like that, but I'm certainly not complaining. It's going to be bad enough having to deal with the Reaper at the base of this bloody chasm. Though I don't need to be weakened along the way. What did I just say about not wanting to be weakened? Well, at least your effort failed almost completely. As soon as I said that and made my jump, I had the feeling that I would wind up falling. Oh, something's trying to spit poison at me. Okay. Gonna have to deal with this bastard at some point. So it might... Oh. Oh, hold on. Nope, different place. Guarded by another Realucarian mage. Ha! And here I suppose we've found Lusat. Yes, there he is. What's left of him, at any rate. And he gives to me the stars of ruin. Oh well. Now, Selen, well, can do as she wills with him. I fear that he has little will of his own any longer. The price... The price he paid, I suppose, for all his strength. Okay. Ghost Glovewort 4. Okay, if I had known how effective Adula's Moonblade would be, I would have bloody used it on the last Reaper I faced. Well, on the one hand, it was very effective just now, but on the other, this is not the same as the Moonlight Altar area. And I'm wondering now whether or not the efficacy of that particular spell had more to do with where we were, and thus the scaling of that enemy, as opposed to the Moonblade itself just being very effective on that enemy type in general. Oh well. It doesn't matter now, I suppose. Now, while we do have what we came for, namely the Stars of Ruin and Lusat's location, I'm still going to finish what I began here. As I might as well slay the boss at the end of this tunnel. No point coming back later just to deal with it when I can deal with it right now. Necessary item. Ah. See what I mean? Sometimes there really are useful hints. Crystal Spear. Weapon of the Crystalians, no doubt. Then we have the Crystal Sword. Sword fashioned from pure crystal, a deed impossible for a human. Enwreathed with powerful magic, its attack scaled with intelligence. The inscrutable Crystalians have but one clear purpose: to safeguard their crystals unto the end. One theory posits that they yearn for the return of their creator, who will carve for them new brethren. And somewhere down here we have the spear. No pole blades. There we go. Okay. Same basic description except spear this time. So yes, it is indeed a weapon of the Crystalians. And they are a relatively obtuse portion of the lore, to my understanding. I'll have to look into them a bit more. But they were not especially interesting to me originally. Tried to catch me in a pincer, did you? Well, I'm afraid that it hasn't worked out very well for you, now has it? Now, this fight can be a little obnoxious. With 3 Crystallians. Let's see how long it takes for me to break the shell. Ah, just 2 swings. Alright then. It won't be so bad after all. Yeah, you do Scarlet Rot, which is damn annoying of you. Fortunately, Tish is being kind enough to keep your friend thoroughly distracted. Alright then. And we get Crystal Torrent for the trouble. A crystal version of Torrent, eh? I joke. I would never replace Torrent. Even if we did get a crystal version of him. No. Now that we've cleared the cave, let us return to Selen and inform her of the glorious news. Lusat has been discovered. And we can try out the Stars of Ruin as well. Okay, the map just wasn't loading in for me for a second there. One load screen after another. Alas, Selen's quest continues apace. And as we'll see, that's not necessarily a good thing for Selen. Well, let's find out. Ah, good. It only requires a single slot. 43 intelligence, but 1 slot only. Meaning I can actually use it alongside my other spells. Now then, Selen, I have located Lusat for you.
My apprentice. Give me a moment later. I have a favor to ask.
And what favor was this?
The form you see before you is merely a projection. My body lies elsewhere. But the Academy's shackles prevent it being moved. My body is on the Weeping Peninsula at the southern tip of the lands between. Imprisoned in the ruins just down from the Church of Marika, past the plain of the Wandering Mausoleum. Can you make the journey to my body? I have something that I can only trust with you.
Very well, I shall do as you ask. But I came to inform you of Lusat.
Who could have guessed? What a place to find Master Lusat. You have my gratitude. This is all your work. I am truly pleased to have you as an apprentice, and a kindred spirit. This is a mere token of my thanks. Please, take it. This brings us a full step closer. The bodies of Masters, Azure, and Lusat can be admitted to the Academy. If only I could undo these wretched shackles.
I shall tend to that presently. I know exactly where you are, Selen. We stumbled upon you, indeed, some while ago. And now, I have the opportunity to free you from your bonds. And I shall take it. Soon enough, I will be pursuing the mausoleums. But not just now. I was hoping to get a piece of their armor. Not so to use, really. But for collector's purposes. Yep, this is definitely a conjuration of the Academy. No one else uses, well, figures of heads quite like those. I have found you, Selen.
My apprentice. Thank you for coming. These shackles take a toll on us all. There is something I need you to look after. My primal glintstone. A star has fallen, and my fortunes waver. Someone may come for my life, and so I entrust it with you. Myself.
Very well. I shall take your glintstone. In good... Well, that was a bit of a jump scare. And he hurt Selen, too. I take this in good faith, Selen. I shall find you a new vessel for it soon.
Thank you, my apprentice. This is my essence. Please, treat it with care.
You are safe in my hands, Selen. And in fact, I know already where I might find a new body for you. One of the few goods to come out of Seluvis's depravity. It still irks me that it is so easy to lose the magic scorpion ring. Honestly, I think they really should just put it on Seluvis's corpse. Either he gives it to you when you follow his depraved suggestions, or you pick it up off his corpse after Blythe or Ronnie slay him. But no, it's simply lost to me forever. Simply because I grew too disgusted with him and wished to carry on with Ronnie's story. Yeah. It is quite the nuisance. And we still have lingering corpses of Black Knife assassins. Several of them. Who came after Blythe? No, it's unlikely that they were here to kill Blythe. No, far more likely they were here to murder Ronnie. Which does raise an interesting question. Ronnie was the one who stole a fragment of the Rune of Death. Oh, I forgot, I don't actually need to see Celubus. Sorry. I was thinking of him and wanting to find the scorpion charm on his corpse. Fruitless though that is. No. The sorcerers... Oh, rather. The Black Knife assassins. Ronnie was the one who enchanted their blades. And yet, they came here, presumably to murder Ronnie, after she turned against the Order. So, did Ronnie and Marika have a falling out? Or who exactly rules the... Oh, come on. Okay, looks like they're not gonna let me make use of the puppet, even though it's an obvious thing. In that case, let's go and speak to Selen again. Perhaps I have to speak with her, show her the glintstone, and then receive the idea to go and retrieve the vessel. Otherwise, I don't know. Or is Selen even still here? Nope, she's not here. Ay ay. So what am I missing? Yeah, so she's gone. Okay, let's try this again. Return to Celubus's Rise. And double check the puppet. I wonder if I have to speak to Jaren again. Though somehow I doubt that. Oh, now I can do it. Now it lets me.
My apprentice. Just how long has it been? Thank you. You've helped me fill a new body once again, and it's truly a gem. Young and full of vigor, a snug fit for my primal glintstone. Better still, I've shed those awful shackles. Finally, I can return to the Academy to expel the Karian royal family and restore the primeval current. My dear apprentice. I owe this all to you.
Now, I'm not so sure that I agree with your intent to oust the Karian royals. I have taken one of their number as a wife, after all. But we shall see.
Finally, I can return to the Academy to expel the Karian royal family and restore the primeval current.
You're set on that, I suppose. Well, nothing for it. Let us go and speak to Renala. Well, speak with her. See her, I suppose, would be the more apt thing to say. Can one really speak to the mad woman? I fear there's nothing.
Where did ye flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence ye hide. There are books and light aplenty, dither not. Come out, say I, or will ye be gravestones, to be better born anew?
And to think, my tarnished has in essence taken this woman to be his mother-in-law. And for that reason, I do find this a somewhat difficult choice. No, I am sorry, Jaren, but I know you not at all. So, for the time being, I am still a student of Selen. I owe her fealty.
Jaren, bringer of my death. You have my gratitude for freeing me from my shackles. And I am one sleep to reflect on your mistake.
Well, I am sorry that it came to this, Jaren. But I wasn't about to let you slay my mentor. Besides, I do have another point. I do get his armor for the trouble. But there is something that I do believe Selen has missed in all this. In essence, well, for one, Renala is not here. And for two, Ranni had the power to manifest a mighty manifestation of her mother's power in this room. So why would I believe that Ranni would simply allow Selen to harm her mother? In fact, I don't believe that Selen can harm Renala.
Ah, my apprentice. You've saved my skin once again. Do you see this? The Queen of Caria is no more. With the bodies of Masters Azure and Lusat returned, the Academy can hone the primeval current, so that we, fallen children of the stars, shall beam with brilliance once again. My apprentice, will you stay with us, here at the Academy? Oh, I know it's not possible. You have your own calling. to be the next Elden Lord. But do think of me, of your teacher. On the eve of your crowning, you will always be my darling pupil. Rest assured that no, the entire Academy will swear allegiance to the new monarch, my apprentice. Become Elden Lord.
I appreciate your loyalty. But I am wedded to another. That said, well, the question of whether Ronnie can actually perform the wifely function, quote unquote, is up in the air. So, I doubt she would mind me taking a concubine to satisfy the more base urges of the flesh that I am still subject to, considering that my tarnished here is a man of flesh and blood. But, well, alas, I fear for you, Selen, that even that level of consideration will not long matter.
Perhaps I'm jumping ahead, but here is a symbol of my allegiance and the Academy's.
A nice little dagger, that is.
Do you recall what once I told you? That glintstone is the amber of the cosmos, and sorcery is the study of the stars and the life therein. When you become Elden Lord, please illuminate me. Lay bare the secrets of life which course the Elden Ring. Next time, I will be your student.
Very well.
Oh, one last thing. If you fail to claim your throne, you can always pay me a visit. Oh, don't fret. Even my dullest pupils will always have a place here.
Will we indeed? And Shard Spiral. One last spell to learn from you, Master.
What is it, my apprentice?
Oh well. Nothing more that I may do for you, Selen.
Where did he flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence ye hide. There are books and light aplenty, dither not. Come out, say I, or will ye be gravestones, to be better born anew?
Well, well. It seems that I was right. Ronnie still holds sway here. She defended her mother and now has punished Selen. And here is your proof.
My friend,
And so ends Selen's story. I'm afraid there is nothing I can do for her. And because of where we now stand, I may not even slay her to put her out of her misery. Now, let us go back at the end here. Let's see, I don't believe Lusat and Azur are actually here. She said she'd bring them back to the Academy, but I don't think Selen quite got around to it before her destruction. So, we have to go and find the Grace once again. There we go. Primeval Sorcerer Azur. Now that I'm thinking on it, I wonder, could Ronnie have stopped us at any point on our little adventure with Selen? And did she choose not to? Ah. And here is what's left of Azur. Not very much at all. And the same will be true of Lusat. So we return to his resting place, and we should find his robes and helm. The crystal that grew from his skull, rather. So yeah, did Ronnie actually allow us to deliver Selen into the Academy with the express purpose of destroying her, as well as Lusat and Azur? Or was that simply her verdict after witnessing them go so far against her mother? It wouldn't surprise me either way. Ronnie is an Empyrean, after all. Fit to be Marika's replacement. Now, let's be careful. Oh, this time it works as it's supposed to. And it took so long to conclude that I actually could not stop him from starting it again. Fortunately, I still have the shield I took from the Knight of Rea Lucaria, and that has served me well against many magic foes. Though it is far from the best magic shield. And to be precise, far from the best anti-magic shield. Well, let's see. I'm forgetting. I'm thinking it's not this way. Nope. Back this way. Oh, is it down here? Or was it a little further along? Ah! Oh, there's my answer. Two can play at this game. And I mastered the spell of the man you defend. And there you have it. Masters Azur, Lusat, and Selen. All destroyed. And all because we decided to help Selen. My, what a grim ending. And on that note, I think I'll end today's episode. If you've enjoyed this, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a good day.